Nick and Sam, taking you to Jungle Land. Bengals pride, it fills the air. Every week we're always there. Touchdowns, tackles, all the plays. Bengals roaring every way. Stories, news, and game recaps. Jungle Juice, we bridge those gaps. Welcome to the Jungle Juice. Nick and Sam, let's break it loose. Cincinnati, hear our call. Bengals fans, unite us all.
Welcome in to another edition of the Jungle Juice podcast. I'm Sam Gormley. He's Mick Nelson. Mick, this is weird.
We're putting in overtime this week,
know.
buddy.
It is. It's a little weird. It's a little weird, but we're doing it. How you doing?
Yeah.
You got new flooring?
About halfway done. Yeah, if you guys notice, I have a little bit of a change of scenery for the podcast. My desk area is under renovation right now. I'm doing the baseboards. Well, I'm not doing it. People are doing baseboards.
You're definitely not doing it.
No, I'm like the least handy guy I know. Unfortunately, I need to really.
If you combine the two of us, we would be in trouble if
You've
we
at
were
least
ever in a serious.
put a grill together.
I have.
I have at least done that.
You know, and I've built shelves and I've built this desk that I'm sitting on, so I've done some things. But if it gets much harder than just basic building, I'm out. It's not good. It's not good. So, like IKEA is the extent of my handiness. And in my defense,
I don't even do that.
And in my defense, some of those IKEA stuff are it's difficult. It's a little challenging. Yeah. It's a little challenging.
We're a white bear household.
Oh, of course you are. I don't know why I say of course you are. I have this desk is an Amazon desk. At least I don't think it's an Amazon brand, but I think it's one that I bought off of Amazon. And when I moved into this place, I had just graduated college, so I was in that realm of somebody's got free furniture. Yeah, I'll take it. So I have no realm of it's just a bunch of hodgepodge stuff, but it's fine because when you're a broke college kid, you'll take literally anything free that you can get when it comes to furniture. But alas, that's not why we're here to talk about. Today, we're all about Bengals Patriots. All about this is on Tuesday. We recapped the game. We're not talking about anything that happened this past Sunday. The only thing I think we'll tie in is of course, the Ja'Marr Chase situation. But now it's more, we talked about what happened, and today we'll talk more about the fallout from it and how the Bengals will look without Ja'Marr Chase on Sunday at Paycor Stadium. But before we dive into that game, Mick, there are a couple of quick news headlines for us to hit as far as Bengals-wise. Good news, for one, and then the other one is just kind of news. Which one would you like first?
Throw out the good news first.
Ken Anderson is a semifinalist for the Hall of Fame senior ballot. About time. He needs to get in.
Has he not been a senior finalist before?
So he's a semifinalist right now.
Okay.
So it's the next step. It's just, it's inching him closer towards hopefully getting into the Hall of Fame, which he should have been in the Hall of Fame decades ago. I mean,
I think he definitely deserves the nod, and hopefully Boomer gets in as well. I think Ken and Boomer have somewhat similar resumes. Both went to a Super Bowl, had an MVP winning season. Ken might have been a little more consistent than Boomer throughout his career, so I'd give Ken the nod over him. Also, Ken played before Boomer did, but yeah, I mean, I think that's a good that's good for him. Hopefully he gets in.
Yeah, 100% with that. And then the news: Bengals Bills will now be a 1:00 game. That's been flexed out of a 4:25.
Oh yeah, I bet you're really heartbroken about that one.
Why would I be heartbroken about that?
Well, you wouldn't get home until 11 o'clock at night and get home at a reasonable time that week.
Bengals Bills?
Oh shit, my bad.
I was a little confused there. I was like,
I forgot that game's in Buffalo.
Yeah, that game is in Buffalo. Yeah, so no, I mean, what I am a little bit worried about for that game now is the Louisville TV market has all of a sudden decided thinking, let's start showing the Colts more, which I get.
Really? I didn't know
Yes.
if they'd be ramping up like their Ravens coverage.
So that's
because
what it
Lamar's
used to
back
be.
too.
That's what it used to be, but now it's been more. So like the game in the Louisville market isn't on TV. Like the Bengals Patriots game isn't on TV this week because instead they're showing whoever the hell the Colts are playing. I honestly don't even know who they're playing.
You can't really blame the Louisville market for doing that.
No, but I'm a little worried about because I was looking ahead. I was like, okay, am I going to have to run into that where I might not be able to watch the game and I'm going to have to go into other areas to do it?
You're gonna have to go to the buttholes of the internet.
Yes, that's
fuck
exactly.
this stream.
I think I'll be okay since that's a Fox game. I think I'll be okay. The game that worries me, Mick, is the Dolphins game coming up because that's not staying on Sunday Night Football. There's no way. There's no way that they're going to keep
Forgot
that
that's
game
a
on
Sunday night
Night
football game.
Chris Collinsworth and Mike Tirico don't deserve that.
Unless Burrow wills this team back to
but they're going to have to make that decision soon. Out
Sunday night. Well, they got to do it like 3 weeks out?
2 or 3 weeks out, and that's coming up a lot quicker than you think because that's December the 21st. So we're a month away from that game. So it's coming a lot quicker than you'd think. I was looking, there are a couple of games that make more sense that night, but I mean, listen, I just can't imagine that game stay on Sunday Night Football. I was honestly surprised it was Sunday Night Football to begin with, but still, that probably isn't going to happen. Okay. Bengals Patriots on Sunday afternoon at beautiful Paycor Stadium. It'll be at 1 o'clock on CBS. Kevin Harlan, Trent Green, again on the call, so we get a good broadcasting crew. The ruler of the jungle, Mick. You ready for this? Did you see who it is?
No. Oh, it's some guy. I don't know. I don't know who he is.
It is I Show Speed.
So, do you have any background on Mr. Speed?
We're officially old.
Who is this man?
He is a YouTuber, and apparently, like, for the age group about 5 to 10 years younger than us, he would be who is a famous YouTuber that like hit our. He is the Shane Dawson of our. No, that's not a fair. Like, I'm just trying to think of a famous YouTuber that like our age group would be like, oh my goodness, you got him.
Like iDubbbz?
I don't even know who that is.
I mean, I heard who's Mr. Beast. There's like a
Mr. Beast
out there.
Yeah,
Mr.
Mr. Beast is kind of in that realm. But I Show Speed is a Cincinnatian. He's only like 21 or 22 years old. He's a big YouTuber. He's a big Twitch streamer. Apparently, this is a big get. I guess he's a Bengals fan, so I'm excited. I guess to see Mr. Speed. I don't.
Did they have OG Stank do it yet?
No.
Did he do it last year?
No, he has not yet.
Also, what are you drinking a beer in the middle of the show?
Is that not allowed?
What are you drinking?
The champagne of beers.
Oh, you're drinking some High Life there?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
What is that not allowed? Like, are you?
No, I've just never seen you drink a beer in the middle of the show.
That's usually what I do on FTP or my other podcasts. Is usually that's usually the more laid back. This is a little bit more serious, but I was like Thursday night, why not? And plus, I've been prepping for a college game coming up this weekend, so I was like, you know what?
You're like, I need to get the creative juices flowing.
Exactly. Your referee on Sunday is Land Clark. Bengals are 1-4. Patriots are 4-2 with Land Clark. Interesting Land Clark stat for you is he calls the second fewest penalties per game and the fewest yards per game. So not a lot of penalties, which I enjoy. Last week, Bill Vinovich was one of the higher penalized reps. So this week, you have one of the fewer ones, which is a good thing. The games that Land Clark has done, ironically enough, Patriots last year. That was an ugly game.
Some familiarity there.
Saints in 2022. There's your lone win. Bears in 2021. Ravens in 2020. That was the last game of the season. That was bad. And then the Colts game in 2020.
Okay.
So those are a couple of the games that he has done. The injury report. Joe Flacco and Jalen Rivers were limited for the Bengals. Trey Hendrickson, Samaje Perine, Cam Sample, and CTB all did not practice. I know CTB likely out for the season. Some other good news, Dejon Anthony and Mike Gesicki were both off of injured reserve in that 21-day window, and they are both full practicing, as was another guy that let's just take that other guy and let's talk about him here after I give the Patriots report because he obviously is going to be a big topic. Patriots, literally, they're healthy. Austin Hooper, Harold Landry, Ramondre Stevenson were all limited. Other than that,
Keishawn Butte is back as well.
Yeah,
Is that how you pronounce it? He's been dealing with
Butte.
a hamstring issue.
They're probably the healthiest team in the NFL right now.
Yeah,
it's wild that you don't see one guy. And is that a secret as to why they've won 8 straight games?
I think it's a contributing factor for sure. I mean, there's a few things, whether it's an easy schedule, whether the team has just improved, which it definitely has, and then also team health, I think, has a lot to do with that. So, yeah, they're about as healthy as you can be going into week whatever we're at, week 12 of the NFL season.
They're coming off the mini bye as well.
Yeah.
Lisa says Trey was on my flight from Atlanta tonight. Interesting. So Trey Hendrickson wasn't even at practice. Interesting.
Well, he hasn't been. Yeah, he's been
AFK.
He's been hurt. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Lisa coming with the news there. I like that, Lisa. You're helping us break this. Okay. Let's dive into this game. And obviously the biggest thing that we got to talk about is the Joe Burrow factor. Mick, it sounds like Joe Burrow is going to play football on Sunday.
It does. It really does. It's just really funny that Burrow was a full participant in practice today and yesterday, and Flacco, who has been starting for the past month, has been limited in practice, listed as limited in practice the past couple of days. We don't know if this is really a smoke screen from Zach Taylor or not, just to maybe, throw something out there for the Patriots to game plan one way or another. But for what I've heard, Burrow's looked really good in practice as well. He looks like he's pretty damn close to 100%. And that's just kind of crazy considering all the talk of this being, one of the worst graded turf toe ligament injuries that the trainers or medical staff have seen. So the fact that he's been able to surpass even the most optimistic timetable for that really kind of just speaks volumes here. Because the most optimistic timetable, if we remember correctly, it was
mid-December, right?
Mid-December.
Wasn't it the Ravens home game?
Yeah, I think it was the Ravens game, maybe the Bills game. I think was the earliest that I remember seeing. So the fact that he might be back 2 weeks before that is absolutely crazy. We'll wait and kind of see on that, but it looks like he might be back. He might be back this week.
Here's the thing. Joe Burrow playing will at least make me happy going into the stadium on Sunday.
Yeah, it definitely puts asses in seats. That's one thing for sure.
And as loud of a hit as Trey Hendrickson got during the announcement when the PA guy goes, he's back. Can you imagine the hit it's going to be when they say, and he's back, starting a quarterback from LSU, Joe Burrow? It's going to be insane. And
the Patriots game is going to be the defensive starters, I think. Because the Bears game was offensive starters, the Jets game was defensive starters.
If Joe Burrow is starting at quarterback, they're going to make it the offensive starters. You can't not.
We'll wait and see.
Yeah, you can't not make it the offensive starters for that. You can't not do that. Listen, you got to let him have it. The Jamar Chase factor as well. No Jamar Chase on Sunday for the Bengals. That's going to be interesting to watch because who steps in and fills that void left by Jamar Chase? So obviously you're going to have T. Higgins and Christian Gonzalez. That's a matchup that is going to be interesting to watch through that game. But instead now you're having a big opportunity for Andre Yoshivash. You're having a big opportunity for my guy Mitchell Tinsley. And maybe, just maybe, an opportunity for one Jermaine Burton. What are you going to do if Jermaine Burton scores a touchdown on Sunday?
I'm gonna lose it. If it's like a 75-yard bomb.
Will you lose it like I do when Mitchell Tinsley has a catch?
Oh yeah. Because it's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. He hasn't been active has he been active any games this season?
No, I don't think so.
Hasn't been active a single game this season. They were just waiting for us to be in a 3-7 hole and for Jamar Chase to get suspended for spitting on a guy.
It's all in their plans, right?
It's all a part of the script. for Jamar Chase to spit on Jalen Ramsey, get suspended for a game, lose $500,000 or whatever, and for Jermaine Burton to have his coming out party as a dominant wide receiver in the league. I'm manifesting it, and I hope that he does. But knowing Jermaine Burton, he is probably going to miss a meeting tomorrow.
As Lisa says, though, and she is exactly right, it'll be if Jermaine Burton is inactive, that's going to tell you everything.
Yeah, it's actually been kind of telling this week, though, that they hadn't elevated any wide receivers from the practice squad, at least as far as we know.
They don't need to do that until Saturday.
They don't need, and I don't even know who would even be kind of waiting in the wings there either. It's not like there's really
Kendrick Pryor still in the. I don't even know that I can tell you.
Yeah, it might be Kendrick Pryor. They're gonna bring back. There was another guy. Can't remember. They're gonna bring back Stanley Morgan. Stanley Morgan's gonna come back.
Who's the guy from Troy that you remember started for AJ Green in Zach Taylor's first ever game? What was his name?
Shit, man.
You remember who I'm talking about?
Kind of.
You've got Kendrick Pryor. Oh, and Jordan Moore, too. How could we forget about Jordan Moore? Yeah, wide receiver from Troy, 2019 Bengals versus Seahawks. I'm almost positive he filled in that day in Zach Taylor's first game. Let me see if I can find his name. I forgot that was that game had so much hype because we thought, oh my, John Ross, huge game. Is he going to be back? Is Zach Taylor really a god? Damian Willis.
Damian Willis, that is the name.
Damian Willis. That's a name that I didn't think I was going to mention on today's podcast. What is old Damian doing today?
Selling insurance.
I want to say that he popped up somewhere as he's like an offensive coordinator or something. I don't even know. Damian Willis. Because I feel like I was reading about him. Yeah, he's an inside receivers coach for Georgia Southern.
Oh. Okay.
I knew I'd seen something, and I don't even know how that crossed my mind, crossed my pathway or anything like that, but still found it interesting. But I mean, if it's not Jermaine Burton, obviously the most likely person to step up is Mitchell Tinsley to kind of fill into that role. And listen, here's the thing with Mitchell Tinsley, and I'm not saying this as a WKU homer. Mick, you can't even deny it. Every single time he's gotten an opportunity, he seized it. Unlike Jermaine Burton, who has gotten really no opportunities because he's not seizing them in practice.
No. Sometimes you just got a lot of man cook, though. Who cares if he misses a practice? Just let him show up and just
just
play. Let the man cook.
Is that what the Sea Devils do? I can see that. I can see that being a Sea Devil mentality.
Anyways, yeah, I mean, it's either going to be. I was going to say it's either going to be Jermaine Burton or maybe they have Yoshi on the outside and they move Charlie Jones to the slot during the game against the Patriots. That'll be interesting to see. But this is a game where I kind of really wish Jamar was playing because I mean Christian Gonzalez has played okay this season, but is kind of graded I guess in the mid-level range for outside corners. He's 40th in the league out of qualifying corners in PFF grade. Carlton Davis had a great season as well. So this would have been a great game to kind of see the Jamar and T game pretty much just go off against this defense potentially. Now you're going to be relying on probably Mitchell Tinsley and T Higgins is still out there. So, but yeah.
Robert Spillane continues to be one of the best linebackers in the NFL. Here's your stat of the day, Mick. You want a sad stat or a painful stat? So against the run this year, Robert Spillane has 28 tackles against the run. Demetrius Knight Jr. has 23. So you're thinking, okay, they're pretty similar. Robert Spillane, 1 missed tackle. Demetrius Knight has 6 missed tackles in that same stretch. Just completely terrible. But like Mark says here, and that Robert Spillane thing is gonna kind of connect with this, is that Mike Gesicki has been full at practice as well. And I think that could be a big addition to this offense, especially without Jamar Chase.
Yeah, and I guess that's going to be the other slot solution too. Instead of Charlie Jones, Mike Gesicki is back. Do you bounce Andre Yoshavash to the outside, and Mike Gesicki's taking a lot of those slot routes, reps that Yoshi and Noah Fan have been, essentially taking. I think that's going to be an interesting it's going to be an interesting tidbit to see on how that ends up turning out. I'd say that's probably, now that we're kind of discussing this, it's probably the most likely situation that the offense is going to be in.
The Patriots pass rush is not, you're not necessarily worrying about it as much from the exterior pass rush, but the interior is where you will worry about it. Corey Durden and Milton Williams. They're going to come from the inside, which has given the Bengals issues, especially with, listen, if Jalen Rivers is starting at right guard against this interior, I'm very worried.
Yeah.
But then again, I'd almost be worried if you were a 3-tech going up against Jalen Rivers.
Yeah, that's for sure. Now, is Milton Williams been activated off of IR?
Is he
still placed? He was placed on injury reserve on Saturday, so he will not be playing.
Okay, so he will not. I missed that stat then. So we don't have to worry about Milton Williams, but still, Corey Durden has had a really good season.
Yeah, and Christian Barmore, he's listed as a defensive end, but they've lined him up in 3-tech plenty. So he's going to probably be playing a lot more 3-tech now that Milton Williams is out for at least the next 4 weeks. So, but yeah, this interior offensive line now, Jalen Rivers is questionable right now. At least it's what he's listed at on the ESPN site. Is this a game where you see Dalton Reisner take that right guard starting spot back? Hopefully this is a comeback game for him where he can just play well, and we don't have to hear from Jalen Rivers again, at least until next year,
or really just ever.
Yeah, I'd be fine with never hearing from Jalen Rivers again.
Yeah, I'm sure he's a great guy, but I don't know about that. Switching sides, talking about this Patriots offense. Drake May, MVP candidate? Kind of weird. Not sure that anyone really saw that coming, but he's had a really good season. Completing 72% of his passes, 20 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's just had a solid season for this Patriots offense with Josh McDaniels back as the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, and I think McDaniels has just been, he's been, I think, the difference maker for this offense. You see this offense really have a balanced attack when it comes to run versus pass, when it comes to deep passes versus short to intermediate passes, when it comes to passing towards the middle of the field or passing towards the outsides of the field. You've just seen a great synergy, a great symmetry within this offense for Josh McDaniels, which it's just crazy. Like he really might just be one of the best play callers, offensive coordinators of all time. While also being one of the worst head coaches of all time. He's just not a great leader of men. But you have him just cooking on the offensive side of the ball. I think the writing was on the wall when Mike Vrabel decided to bring it back, that this offense was going to figure it out this year and look to what it was looking like during the Brady years and the one good year of Mac Jones in 2021.
Yeah, Josh McDaniels can coach offense.
You can.
And it helps Stephon Diggs, back on there as a wide receiver. And, you follow Diggs, and when he starts at a place, he's really good. And then usually at every single time you see him hit the top and then it tank. It's weird because he's kind of a firecracker. I don't even know the word, especially a locker room guy. I know that there's some issues with that. And isn't he with Cardi B now? Isn't that who it is?
Yes, he's dating a celebrity.
There you go.
But it's all for the better, apparently, because he's having a really good season.
There you go.
So
it's all because of Cardi B. Maybe she'll be there on Sunday.
But it isn't just Stephon Diggs in this Patriots receiver core. Every one of these guys have been fairly solid. And I was kind of questioning this receiver core going into the season when, looking at, the landscape of the NFL, looking at the landscape of this Patriots team are we really going to put all of our eggs into the Stephon Diggs basket where, he's coming off a torn ACL injury with the Texans last year. He's bounced around, this is his third team in 3 years. He's dating a celebrity now. He's been all over, he's been on NBA court sides and just, he's been a little more, I guess prevalent in the, in the national landscape media. But they have put a great wide receiver core around Drake May. No, maybe not great. It's been a very solid wide receiver core around Drake May, where you have other guys that are also playing well. In addition, Hunter Henry's had I think his best season that we've seen from him in quite a while. Keishawn Butte has taken a huge step forward, just becoming an absolute deep threat, maybe like a Jameson Williams light to a certain extent this season. Mac Hollins also just tall, possession type of receiver, having a pretty good season as well. So yeah, and Demarius Douglas, the slot receiver, the quintessential slot prototype receiver, 5'8", 170 pounds. But knows how to run routes, knows how to get separation, in between the numbers of the field, and is having a really good season.
If you're looking at a way that you might be able to attack this Patriots offense, now I say this with saying that it's probably the weakness of the Bengals, is the interior offensive line doesn't grade great for the Patriots. Garrett Bradbury, Jared Wilson, and Ben Brown as kind of that interior. Now, if you're the Patriots, you're saying, okay, who scares me on the Bengals interior? And you're probably thinking, okay, I think we're okay. Because you've not seen anything from the Bengals to really combat that at all.
Is Onwenu not playing?
He might be on the interior as well, but those were three, like the highest snap totals on the as for PFF.
I think Onwenu is back this week then, if that's the case. Which that kind of solves one of their interior offensive line spots. But yes, to your point, to your point, there's really nobody on the Bengals interior that would scare you. It's also not like they're grading horribly either. It's not like they're grading in the teens like Jalen Rivers is. Sorry,
yeah, they're in like the 50s, right?
Yeah, they're in like the 50s, high 50s, low 60s. But and also just another part of this Patriots offense and why it's looked so good. This offensive line has gone through major overhauls for the past couple of seasons. So you're seeing an improvement there. Will Campbell has looked like a quality starting left tackle in this league. They brought in Morgan Moses as well from New York, who's just becoming an ageless wonder at this point. He's been in the league for quite a while. He's still producing quality right tackle play for NFL teams at this point. So yeah, I mean, this Patriots offense is good. Now, they haven't had the greatest of schedules. They've had one of the easier schedules in the league. But they have gone, they've gone up against decent competition too. It's not like it's all been, it hasn't been like they're playing Tennessee every week, right? They played Tennessee once though. That's one of the games, but you have quality wins against Carolina, who's over 500 right now, Buffalo, who was competing with them to win the division. Atlanta I think Atlanta's better than what their 3-7 record suggests. And then also a win against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are also battling for a playoff spot right now.
Isn't it weird that you just, like, when you're talking about quality opponents, the first one you mentioned was the Carolina Panthers?
Yeah.
Like, you're right.
Considering I'd peg them to be like a top 5 draft pick this year, it's been they've played really well. I mean, you got to give Dave Canales his props over there.
Yeah, it's just it's always fun to see the teams that pop out there. Okay, Bengals versus the Patriots, Sunday afternoon. Do you want a quick Bengals trivia question before we make a pick?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, Mike Gesicki, former Patriot, has a chance to score a touchdown against his former team. That has happened. He would be the 12th player to do that in Bengals history, to score a touchdown against his former team. Who was the last one to do it?
Shit.
I'll even give you the year. 2022. Okay. It happened in 2022, 2021, 2016, and it happened twice in 2013.
The last one to do it had to have been Hayden Hurst.
You are correct, Hayden Hurst. Who did it in 2021? You're going to overthink this one.
Samaje Perine?
No. Might need to think to the other side of the ball.
Oh.
Mike Hilton.
Yes. Thanksgiving weekend. Yep.
In 2016, ironically enough, also against the Patriots.
Brandon LaFell.
There you go. And then it happened twice in 2013. And Mick, I'm going to be honest with you. One of these guys I have no memory of him ever being a Bengal.
2013.
It happened twice.
Ben
One,
Jarvis, Green Ellis.
there you go.
one of
Ironically
them.
enough, against the Patriots. And I have no memory of this guy at all. In fact, I wanted to go and look at this.
I have
Like-
no idea.
And I'm wondering if it's a typo, because do you remember a guy by the name of Alex Smith, a Bengals wide receiver?
Yes, tight end Alex Smith.
Tight
He
end.
was a
Okay.
tight end.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I have
I guess
no.
they played the well, he played
Browns.
for the Bucks. Okay, I guess he played
It
for
was the
Browns.
Browns. He had a 2-yard touchdown reception. I have no memory of this guy at all.
Yeah, he was like the second or third. He would have been the third string tight end because he had Tyler Eifert, Jermaine Gresham, and then I guess Alex Smith was number 3.
Alex Smith. I have no memory of him at all. So for the Bengals, he had how many catches do you think he had as a Bengal?
Alex Smith,
Yes,
7.
3.
Okay.
3 catches. Bet you didn't think we were going to give an Alex Smith mention on this podcast, did you?
Yeah, and not the Alex Smith anybody's thinking about.
Exactly. Lorenzo Neal also did it. Willie Jackson, James Brooks did it 3 times. John Reeves, Charlie King. Shout out to Jay Morrison on that stat. Kind of a fun one there for you today. Okay, Bengals against the Patriots, 1 o'clock on CBS. Pick who wins.
You know, I really want to be
What, here,
optimistic with Joe
before
Burrow
this,
coming back.
does Joe Burrow play?
I think he's going to play.
I agree. I think he
I
will.
think he's going to be there. With that being said, I don't know. Jamar's out on the offensive side of the ball. You're going to have to find ways to get creative, and Joe Burrow is good at doing that. On the flip side, the Patriots offense has been pretty lights out all season so far. Drake May has been airing the ball out. I think Kayshon Boutte might have a pretty big game against the secondary, especially if Drake May decides to air it out to him and throw it deep. I'm just going to go with a Patriots win 34-17.
That was really close to what I was thinking. Patriots 30-17. I was thinking of doing 24-16, but then I remembered that's not enough points. The Bengals.
No
Bengals
way.
defense. Listen, they're due to give up less than 29 or whatever it is, right? Maybe. I don't know.
Week 18 against the Browns.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. That's going to be Shadur's best game of the season.
Oh, God. If he's even starting then, I don't know who their 8th string quarterback is. They might be signing somebody off the streets and doing that. What's Jeff Driscoll doing?
They're going to bring Joe Flacco back.
No, I heard that that the Steelers are going to try and get Flacco so he can complete the full on in doing that. Looking forward to it on Sunday. We'll be at Bengal Gym, so if you see us, stop by and say hi. Hopefully, we'll be cheering on a Bengals victory, but I'm excited. Hopefully, we get Joe Burrow playing football because, honestly, that'll at least make it enjoyable.
It will. I mean, looking forward to seeing that. If you are traveling from out of town into the game, safe travels. There's a lot of good spots to tailgate. We, like you said, we primarily go to Bengal gyms, but there's plenty of good places to go around and hang out with other fans before the game. So hopefully you all have a good time. We're looking forward to it. Fortunately, my sister will not be going. My sister and my brother-in-law will not be going. So they're going to be in.
Fortunately or unfortunately?
Unfortunately.
Oh, okay. I was like, dang.
Last time they went to a game, Bengals won.
I do remember.
Which was the Panthers game.
Panthers game. Yes,
Panthers
that's right.
game in Charlotte.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Maybe we should make them go. I mean, your wife can watch Crew, so you're good.
Yeah. So, anyways,
look forward to it.
Yeah.
Have a great week, and we'll talk next week, previewing some Bengals, Ravens, and so on. We might do something different for next week's show. We'll figure that out over these next couple of days, so stay tuned to our social media channels. Follow us there. 5-star rating, too, on Spotify, all of your different podcasting platforms. And Mick, we'll see you soon, and Hoo Day, and have a good week.
Hoo Day. Thanks for watching.